Namaste. Hi everyone. I hope you're doing well and you're staying safe and you're healthy. Uh, Today I'm going to guide you through a 15-minute meditation. Um, Especially what's going on right now. I know that for most of us we're a little bit stressed out about the situation, and maybe there's some anxiety there, some fear there. So the meditation will help you how to go about your life in a better way, how to confront and have a relationship with any discomfort, any stress that may be present in your life. We're going to be doing a 15-minute breath meditation to help you come to the present moment, and that you have a little bit more clarity once you're in the present moment to deal with difficulty that you may have. Okay, so the breath meditation is simple, but maybe not necessarily easy to do because of the nature of our mind. The nature of our mind is always to wander off to the future, spinning stories out of the present situation that you're confronted with, making it worse than it is. So you have this needless anxiety, fear, and stress that comes along with mind wandering. So we work to bring our mind back to the present, deal with the present situation, and bring a little bit more clarity and calmness so that we have the wisdom to act in a more fruitful ways rather than reacting to the discomfort or to the fear and anxiety. Okay, so the meditation has 3 stages. First, we're going to bring our focus to our breath, be aware of the breath, either at the area between the nose and upper lip, the chest, or the stomach. Those are the 3 areas. One of those are the 3 areas that you're going to be focused on to be aware of your breath. Okay, so we're aware of the breath, and then the second stage would be realizing that you may have lost that awareness and you mind wander somewhere else. Third step is from realizing that you've wandered off somewhere, you gently and without judgment and joyfully bring your attention back to your breath. And then you continue those 3 stages throughout the meditation. So focus on the breath, realizing you've lost that focus, lost that awareness, and then joyfully and without judgment, gently bring your attention back to your breath. Okay? So how do we sit? So you want to sit comfortably so that the knees are below the hips. That way it keeps your spine nice and tall and straight naturally, so you don't have to engage any muscle, you're not creating tension in the body. And how high you sit depends on your flexibility and your hip shapes and size. Okay? If you're really flexible, you have open hips, you may not have to sit up so high. Okay? You can sit on a chair, but if you do sit on a chair, sit towards the front half of the chair to allow the knees to drop below the hips. If sitting a long time is not for you for any reason, you may lay down, but you're going to need to have a little more effort in staying awake if you're laying down. So when you lay down, again, comfortable position as much as you can. We'll do this for 15 minutes. So sit on something firm, not a pillow that you sleep on, because that's really soft. Your hips are going to just sink right through there. Something firm, but not too hard, so that you're comfortable. Maybe if something's too hard, maybe even on a chair, have a blanket, roll it up, fold it up, and place it on the chair, and then you sit on it. That way, there's some softness to that. so you're not sitting on something really hard. Okay, so we are going to start our meditation, so get comfortable, get onto your seat, your cushion. Hands can be on the thigh, palm down or palm up, or hands can be on top of each other in front of your navel. However it is that allows the shoulder to be open, relaxed, so that the neck and face can be relaxed and you're not pressing into your chest, restricting flow of breathing, and then energy can flow readily up and down, keeping you more awake and more focused. Okay, so let's start. Let me start my timer. All right. So sit nice and comfortable, maybe rock side to side and forward, backward, just so that you are completely balanced. You can close your eyes or keep them slightly open, but drop your gaze down about 2.5, 3 feet on the ground in front of you. That will help your face and your eyes to be relaxed. Let's set an intention for our practice here. The intention is to be mindful of the breath for the benefit of ourselves and the benefit of others. Because whenever we practice a meditation that brings peace and happiness to ourselves, others can benefit that as well. Take 3 deep breaths in your nose and out of your mouth. Inhale with intention, and exhale, relax the face, relax the eyes. Next, inhale, and as you exhale, relax the shoulders and arms. And the last inhale and exhale, relax the body. And then breathe naturally through the nose, because breathing through the nose will help calm the nervous system. If breathing through the nose is not available to you for any reason, you breathe naturally through the mouth, perhaps. So however you naturally breathe, so don't try to lengthen the breath, don't try to force it to be soft, just breathe naturally. And then bring your attention to one of the 3 areas, either between the nose and the nostril, or the nostril and the lip, or at the chest or at the stomach. Bring your awareness there and observe your breath there. So as you breathe in, you know that you're breathing in. And as you breathe out, you're aware that you're breathing out. Have no expectation of the meditation practice. Don't set any goals. Refrain from thinking, analyzing. Just observe. Observing the breath. Maybe you're able to notice the breath touching your lip as you breathe out. If you're paying attention to the air within your nose and lip, perhaps you're able to feel the breath moving in through one nostril or both nostrils. And as you breathe out, you're breathing out on one nostril or both nostrils, either the left or right of it. Maybe you're aware that there's a difference between the length of breath between the inhale and exhale. Or perhaps you're able to feel the difference in temperature as you breathe in and out. If you're paying attention at the stomach or chest, as you inhale, notice that it expands and rises. You know that's the inhale. And as you exhale, the chest and the stomach fall. Try to be completely still as much as you can. When the body is still, it helps to calm the mind. And when the mind is calm, it helps to still the body, and it helps to relax the breath. So the breath naturally becomes deeper and smoother and softer. Remember, you're not trying to make the breath deep and soft and long. It will happen naturally. Let it happen naturally. When the mind is calm, the breath will be calm. So maintain stillness. If there's any discomfort, just know that it's only temporary and try to remain still as much as you can. Only adjust your body slowly if the discomfort is unbearable and it makes it hard to focus on the breath. Then you may move slowly with awareness and then come back to your breath. As you inhale, you're aware that you're inhaling. As you exhale, you're aware that you're exhaling. If the inhale is long, you know it's long. If the exhale is short, you know that it is short. Or vice versa. You're not trying to empty the mind. Any thoughts that come in, let it come and let it go. Don't follow it, but don't try to block out any thoughts. Thoughts are natural. You don't need to be distracted or to follow it. You can maintain your focus on your breath so that it doesn't distract you. But if you do get distracted by the thought and you've been carried away into the thought, the moment you realize that, gently, joyfully, without judgment, without criticism, bring your awareness back to your breath. Same thing with any other senses that may distract you, maybe a sound. Once you realize the sound has distracted you from your focus, just gently bring your awareness back to your breath. observing your natural breath. Know where to go. You are already here. There's nothing to be. No goals, no expectation. Just observe your breath. Stay present with the breath. The natural breath. Breathing in, breathing out. moment you're breathing in. You know you're breathing in. Keep your eyes closed. Take 3 deep breaths in your nose and out of your mouth, relaxing through your exhale. And then lift the chin, drop the chin several times to relax, release tension in the neck. And then turn your head left, right, several times. And then roll the shoulder forward and backward, release the tension in the shoulders. And keep your eyes closed, roll your eyes around, roll your tongue around, wake up with senses. Move your fingers and toes. And then rub the palm firmly, create heat, and then massage your eyes with your palms. And as you slowly release the hands away from your eyes, open your eyes, massage your face, your head and neck. Rub your arms, bring circulation back to the body. Rub your back. And then rub your legs, maybe extend the legs, stretch them out. Rub all the way down to the ankle, behind the knees. As you do this, maintain awareness of what you're doing. All right, I hope that wasn't too hard. If your mind wanders off easily, don't worry about it. The more you practice this, the easier it will get. Okay? And as you practice this, when you get better, you'll notice that you will notice that you wander off a lot. That means you have more awareness of what's going on. And then you're able to bring it back to your point of focus. Okay? All right. So let's talk about why it is important to stay present. The reason is the nature of the mind is to wander off into the future and the past. Right? When you wander off in the past, oftentimes it's about regrets, wanting something more. When you gravitate towards the future, you want to get means that you want to get away from the present moment because there's discomfort there. And oftentimes when you wander off the future, you make it worse because you start to spin a story out of the present situation and making it worse for yourself, right? So, like we're asked to stay at home to be safe, to maintain safety for ourselves and others, right? You know, most of us can do that if we know that, oh, it's going to last 1 week or 2 weeks. The fear and anxiety comes along when we don't know how long it's going to last, right? So, because we're living in the future, we're living into this space of unknown. And that brings anxiety and causes us to suffer needlessly, right? So by bringing ourselves back to the present and dealing with only the present situation, then we lessen our anxiety, fear, and suffering. So that's why we are always focusing, trying to bring ourselves back to the present moment. Okay? Um, so again, the practice here is focus on the breath, realizing that you've lost that focus, that awareness, and then gently, without any judgment, joyfully bring your awareness back to your breath. And the process happens over and over again. Okay? Now, if observing the breath is very difficult for you and you just mind wander off, if you do this, and you continuously to wander off, it's very difficult for you, then what you can do is count the breath. You count from 1 to 10, so inhale, exhale, you count 1, inhale, exhale, count 2, count to 10, and then start back at 1 again. If you lost count or you overcount, that means you've lost your awareness, just gently come back, start the count back at 1 again. So count 1 to 10. If counting the whole breath, the in, out as one breath, is difficult, then you break it into 2 parts. Inhale as 1, exhale as 2, inhale 3, exhale 4, come up to 10, come back at 1 again. So that helps you to concentrate a little bit better there. Okay. Now, try to do this as much as you can, because it will reset the mind and reprogram the mind, your neural circuits in your brain, to develop this ability to come back to the present moment. Now, how do we incorporate this into our daily life to help us? Anytime that you feel stressed, you are confronted with a difficult situation, you start to tense up, your mind starts to wander, step back and take at least three intentional long breaths. And as you breathe, follow the breath. So something comes up to you, there's discomfort, maybe anxiety, step back, take 3 breaths, 4, nice and slow, follow the breath, and relax through your exhale. Okay? Inhale and exhale. So why do we have to relax through our exhale? It's because when we're in a stressful situation, the breath will shorten. You will have tension in your body. And so if the breath is shortened because of stress, we're going to forcefully or mindfully lengthen it to de-stress. And with the exhale, we relax our body to release the stress in the body. So we release the stress in the breath, in the body, and that helps to calm the mind. Okay? Now, another way to practice the meditation and make it into a mindfulness practice is with any tasks that are mundane that you don't have to think about, like washing the dishes or walking towards your car or carrying out the garbage. That's a good time to bring your attention to the task at hand. It's just like when we're sitting, we're focusing on the task at hand is focusing on the breath. So if you're washing the dishes, the task at hand is washing the dishes. So bring all your attention to washing the dishes, right? Now feel the temperature of the water, the soap on you, the textures. And if the mind wander off, and it will wander off sometime, you notice that, just come back, bring your attention to the task. If you're walking towards your car, feel the step of your feet touching the ground, left, right. When you reach out to grab the handle, notice all that. When you're driving, feel the texture of the steering wheel, pay attention to the road. And if your mind wanders off, just come back to driving or taking out the garbage, same thing. Whatever you do, put your attention to that, stay present with that. So that's how you can incorporate the meditation and turn it into a mindfulness practice in everyday life. If you're able to do those two together, it will help enforce being present. Okay? So starting April 1st, we're going to have our streaming yoga practice, April 1st, and I will be teaching a hatha class on Thursday at 6 p.m. and at 7:30 p.m. we will have our meditation practice. So I hope you can join us at those times. Try to practice your meditation as much as you can. I have a handout. We'll have a link to that. It'll help you to teach you how to create a home meditation practice. There's some guidance in there, in the link, either on the website or the link below. Until next time, stay safe, be happy, enjoy your breath, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.